What's going on, everybody? Thanks to those joining me live, to those joining me on archive. DStyleBoxing here. Look, man, I thought, you know what? This is the show after the Royal Rumble. It's a show after one of the big four pay-per-views. It's going to be a big deal. Maybe Ronda Rousey will come out. Maybe, some Undertaker. Or it's just something big is going to happen on this show. Like something that we just can't miss is going to happen. Something's got to happen on this show. That's what I told myself. Like, something's got to happen. I got to watch this. And I sat and I watched. I tried not to doze. And I watched. And I sat and I watched. And I sat and I watched. I kept sitting and watching. And nothing really ever happened. What a terrible show. Yep, I'm going back to not watching Raw every week. That's going to happen. Man, we'll talk about dropping the ball. Now, I heard that this was the busiest weekend in traffic for many wrestling websites. It was a busy weekend. A lot of people were talking about the WWE. Whether it's the XFL being announced, whether it's Ronda Rousey coming out, whatever it was, there was news about everything. WWE. Weekend after the Royal Rumble, blah, 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 blah. And then what? Then what? That's it? That's your show? That's your show. Not even going to bother going through the whole show. I ain't even going to do it. Some good stuff, but overall, I'm not going to point the obvious because we all know it's 3 hours. So why even say the obvious? Like, oh, it's stale. It gets stale after 3 hours. I get it, right? I could guarantee you that the viewership was dropping by the fucking minute. I can guarantee it. Oh, my God. Strowman flipped over a table, folks, and put it on top of Kane. Man, those announce tables look like big pieces of of Legos, man. Or not Legos. What the hell you call those things? Right? Whatever the hell they call them. Some playpen shit. Come on. But anyway, whatever. Okay, Strowman again. You know what the problem with him flipping over an 18-wheeler is, right? Besides the fact that it looks ridiculous, the problem with him flipping over an 18-wheeler is that when he flips over a table, it's not a big deal, right? That's the problem. But anyway, we're supposed to believe that he squashed Kane. Hopefully, that means Kane is not on TV for a while, right? That's the only good thing out of that. Right? Talk about a waste of time. Right? Like, bring Kane back was just the biggest waste of fucking time. Sasha and Asuka had a good match. Asuka went over. Cena and Balor actually had a pretty decent match. And Cena went over. The rest of the show, it's not even worth talking about. And I had to hear, why do I have to hear Stephanie McMahon's voice every freaking week? Why do we have to hear her voice? Doesn't she have a GM that's running the day-to-day operations? Why isn't Kurt Angle out there? Why is Stephanie McMahon out there? Because she's a woman and it had something to do with the Women's Royal Rumble? Is that why? Can we get over that already? And are they going to do Women's Elimination Chamber? They're running out of these first evers. Good. So I don't have to fucking hear about them making history week after week. Week after freaking week. History in the making. Damn. I get it. It's history in the making. Okay. All right. I got you. I understand. Right. What a what a terrible show. A lot of this shit is forgettable. We're seeing the same matches over and over. I forgot to mention Reigns and The Miz. You know, we got to do the rematch clause. Why? Why do champions need rematch clauses anyway when they make their own matches anyway? Just the other week, I mean, I saw guys make their own match and just go to the ring and have one. Guys just go to the ring and just demand a title match and they get it. So what's the point of the rematch clause? It's not like you have to work so hard to get a title shot. I mean, Jinder Mahal just got a title shot just like that after losing and being a jobber for years. He just got a shot just like that. What's the point of this rematch clause? It just keeps us in this circular motion. It just makes us watch the same fucking matches over and over again. That's all it does. Miz went over, which is good, but then, you know, it still makes you wonder what they're planning with Roman. All right? The show's okay. At best. Okay? At best. It was just another show. Other than the Asuka, you know, Stephanie McMahon's cringeworthy voice, okay, other than that, there was really no fallout, really. And what's with the WWE trying to be cool? You know, like who's the one that came up with this idea that we're gonna have the wrestlers do selfies? You know, like video selfies. That's how we're gonna have the wrestlers do promos with video selfies. Really? What? Why? Like what? Yeah, state of the art freaking cameras. Why are they doing promos that way? Are you trying to connect with the millennials? Was this Vince's idea? Oh yeah, I got an idea to connect with the millennials, baby. Like, was that Vince's whole thing? We're gonna be cool. Why don't we see shit backstage anymore? Am I expected to believe that all these wrestlers tour? You know, they tour the same cities week after week, and there's no altercations at all when they hate each other and all this. They're trying to injure each other in the ring, and they hate each other, they despise each other, and there's no altercations outside. Nothing. Okay. People don't connect with these characters anymore, man. They don't connect. I'm not saying go over the top with outside the ring shit, okay? The only thing they've done outside the ring was to have Strowman, flip over shit, which is getting old. It's getting old. I mean, by next week, he'll be flipping over a 747, right? Like it's insane. Like at what point does it stop? At what point is it overkill? Matt Hardy got jobbed out by but which I'm okay with, because I do walk with Elias. I'm just not sure, like I get, whole hey, Elias, he's in the chamber match. Well, I know he's not going to win. I know Elias is not going to win that match. So I'm not sure if that's the direction I want him to go. Unless he eliminates like John Cena or something like that, I don't want to see him there. He just appears to be just a dude that somebody's going to eliminate. That's it. He's just there to put somebody over. That's all he's there for. He's kind of the Kane of the elimination chamber. He's just there to get the pinfall. He's just there to be another dude that's eliminated. I really hope that Vince McMahon, so at the end of the day, that's who it comes out to. His opinion. I really hope he sees the quality in Elias. Because this dude is gold. This guy can be a big star. Right? This guy can get over. He is over, but I mean, he couldn't get over a hump where he has that it factor, in my opinion. Elias can do a lot of good for this company. Now, will Vince see that? I don't know. Because he has a gimmick now where he comes out with a guitar and he plays music, and it's only a matter of time before Vince takes that too far. It's only a matter of time before he does overkill with it. It's only a matter of time. You know, I hope Vince doesn't get bright ideas like, oh, we should dress you up like Elvis or something. You know, I could just picture Vince is killing it. Because he just goes overkill with it. Can't help himself with over-the-top comedy shit. Elias is an example of someone who is fun to watch, that makes you laugh, but not in a corny Saturday Night Live style. A lot of Finn Balor fans upset that Cena beat him. But two things I want to talk about. Let's first talk about the result. But the match was okay, right? It was okay at best. Right? They had a lot of near falls and stuff like that. And yes, there's a lot of emotion at stake in the matches because people don't want Cena to win. Right? That's what it is. John Cena goes over. Look, I don't have a problem with Cena going to Elimination Chamber. I don't want to see Cena versus Brock again. I know that. Let's hope they don't go that route. There's a possibility, but I doubt they go that direction. So I don't mind him in the chamber if he's gonna put if he puts Elias, if Elias can eliminate him, then that would do nothing but good for Elias. Cena doesn't need to win the Rumble. He doesn't need to keep going over at pay-per-views right now. Right now, I hate to burst people's bubble. I don't think it's not going to be at Mania, but Cena will win his, whatever it is, 15th world title, or I don't know how many fucking world titles he's won. Right? It's going to happen this year. Like, it's going to happen. There's nothing that's going to stop that. So brace yourselves for that. Now, I've heard that if Reigns goes to face Brock and he beats Brock, that they might do Cena versus Reigns at SummerSlam. I don't know how over. I mean, if you want to see a match of both guys get booed, then go ahead, right? But that's and then of course, Reigns owes Cena a win, so Cena will collect his win at SummerSlam and become, 100th time world champion or whatever it is, right? But that's that, right? Cena goes over. The thing is, I don't have a problem with Cena in the chamber. The thing is, they couldn't book it to where Finn Balor is in the chamber as well. Why wouldn't you want Finn Balor in the chamber? It makes no sense. Put him in the chamber too. It would make people wonder if he could win it. You want as many people as possible in the chamber that, makes it unpredictable as possible. Maybe Finn will win. Maybe they had him, last the longest in the Rumble for that reason or whatever. And if Cena was going to go over, why didn't you have Finn Balor eliminate him for the Rumble? You see, I don't know. That's me. Whatever. Now let's talk about Cena. Doing this whole, I started noticing this since yesterday. And he's really amped it up this week, or today, that is, on Raw. This whole, look, man, I'm just trying to make it to WrestleMania. Why are they booing me? I'm just trying to live my dream. I just want to be successful. That's all he wants. That's John Cena's thing right now. He's looking outside of the ring, telling Michael Cole and the announce crew, You know, like I'm just trying to make it to WrestleMania. Cause they've tried everything with Cena. This is like, what are they doing? I don't know if this is Cena's idea, or this was Vince, right? Or the creative team's idea. They're trying to do this sympathy thing, right? And they're starting it now with Cena, where he's just like, man, what? I'm just trying to entertain y'all and go to WrestleMania. That's all I'm trying to do. What am I doing? Well, first of all, you jackass. First of all, with the announce crew constantly saying over and over again, oh, John Cena, big match John. And, you know, like they do with Roman Reigns too. Like the big dog and like shit like that. I feel like slapping my quote behind the head, man. Right? Like I can't quite tell if you want everybody to perceive these guys as the top guys in the company or not. Right. But anyway, he's like Big Mac John and John, and John could have. They basically insinuated over and over again that John could have won this match. John has this in the bag, but he keeps focusing on the crowd. Like I thought they were setting it up for Finn Balor to win. That's what I thought. They're going to use the excuse that John Cena was constantly being distracted and he wasn't focused enough, and Finn Balor, you know, pulls the, you know, if you want to call it an upset, and he goes to the chamber and then, you know, they're going to go with an angle where Cena's distraught. He's distraught that they're booing him. Can't believe it. Like Cena wasn't 100%. He was maybe 50%. I mean, and he still beat Finn Balor. That's what pisses me off. All right? Like, talk about trying to bury a dude. Right? I don't know if he did that on purpose, but that's how it was. That's how it's perceived. But here's the thing. So he's doing this whole, I'm so distraught. I'm so bothered by the boos. And like, what am I doing wrong? What do you want me to do? You know, like, I remember at one point he kind of did that. Like, what do you want me to do? If I read his lips right. What do I want you to do? Shut up and just work the match, bro. All right? What do you mean? What do you want me to do? Shut up and work the match. We would like you to put somebody over clean, but you know, maybe that's too much to ask. Right? But if you're not going to put them over, at least don't pretend like you're not 100% because the crowd is getting to you at the same time. All right? But so they did have Finn Balor kick out of the AA. But again, every time it's predictable at this point. People kick out of the AA all the time now. So there's nothing like, oh my God, about it anymore. Right? So that's the problem when you always do near falls. People know the near fall is going to happen. Like, you know, there's nothing shocking about it. Like, people always know. Like, they know. Right? And I don't know where they're going with this whole I'm distraught, I'm bothered, and because for years they've been doing the whole it doesn't bother Cena. He's above that. He's above the hate. That's how they brought up that fucking stupid ass T-shirt, above the hate. Right? They would always have the announcer. Remember when they had the announcers like JBL and say that, you know, it's only it's only jealous guys and internet fans and putting down the fans that are booing them and stuff like that. Oh, they're just jealous of a true athlete like John, and you know they would always make these comments demeaning the fans that would boo this guy. Right? He never cared. He hasn't cared for 10 years. He hasn't given a fuck about the boos. All of a sudden, you expect me to believe that all of a sudden they're bothering him, as if the boos just started. They've been booing this guy for how many years? And he's just now acting like it's bothering him? This is a strategy. It's a sympathy strategy. That's what it is. Will it work? No, it's not going to work. But they're giving it a shot. From now to SummerSlam, they want to set it up to where people will accept Cena, winning his championship. That's what it is. And they probably are thinking that they'll have him beat Roman Reigns. And they'll be more accepting of it because people would want to see Roman Reigns lose. And I believe that their line of thinking is, hey, Reigns is going to act like he doesn't give a shit. He's going to rub it in, say he's a big dog and this, that, and the third. And you're going to be the one that shows that you care. That you care. Like, John, show them that you care. And show them that it bothers you. That they're booing you, John. Go out there and show them that emotion. Like, I could bet you anything he went to the back and Vince was impressed. I could picture Vince like giving him a big hug too. Like, yeah, that's Big John. Yeah. You know, like, you're shitting me. All right? Like, you think people are going to buy that? Like, come on. Like, really? You expect, like, they've been booing this guy for years. They've been booing him. And he's just now acknowledging the boos? Like, all of a sudden, we do a 180. We go from, well, he gets a reaction. You can't deny that. Oh, there's Big John getting a big reaction from the crowd. To all of a sudden, oh, these boos are really bothering John. They're going to hold 180 with this thing. Like, all of a sudden, they're going a totally different direction. Now, I would say, man, this is a good thing if he was turning heel, but we know he's not going to do that. This is just a start. This is nothing, right? Just wait until the cancer victims start getting exploited and the troops and, okay, and all this other stuff. All right? Just wait till John cuts that promo of no matter how many times I get booed. You know, I do it for him, and he's going to point at some sick kid in the crowd. It just I can't wait for this exploitation to happen. Right? It's going to happen. And they're going to portray Reigns as a, you know, because right now, who are people going to accept, like, to break Ric Flair's record? Right? Now, me personally, I don't care. Like, you know, it's kayfabe. I don't give a shit. Okay, these records don't mean anything to me. All right? If anything, like, this is just me. You having the title 15 times is not impressive to me. That means you lost it, like, 15 times. All right? Like, that's not, I'm just saying, you know, like, like, and I'm talking kayfabe, but I don't care. But nonetheless, it's still going to put him, you know, in the history books. And by the way, I'm getting tired of Cole saying things. Just, oh, the best of all time, John Cena. And, like, bro, that's totally your opinion, bro. All right? And everybody knows he's the best of all time in what? What is John Cena the best of all time in exactly? He's not the best of all time in bringing in money. He's not the best of all time on the mic. He's not the best of all time in like, you know, as being a technical wrestler or anything like that. What is he the best of all time in? Is he the best of all time in guys that wrestle in jean shorts? Like, what is he the best of all time in? He's not even the best of all time rapper. R-Truth is better than him than that. Like, what is he the best at? Can somebody tell me what John Cena is the best at? Can you tell me, Michael Cole? The best at what? What, because he was booked to win the most titles ever? That makes him the best of all time? Because writers made him win matches? Get the fuck out of here, right? He's better than Stone Cold. He's better than The Rock. Okay, he's better than Hulk Hogan, guys. He's better. He's just better. He's better than Bruno Sammartino. Okay? He's better than Gorgeous George. I know I'm going way too old school, but he's better than Bret Hart. Okay, he's just better, guys. He's better. I'm sorry to inform you. He's better. He's the best of all time. Like, Big Match John. Like, shut up. Like, it's one of those, like, keep saying it over and over until people believe it. Like, nobody's going to believe it. It's not going to happen. Plus, it just doesn't go with Cena. Like, being the best of all time. It doesn't go. All right? It just does. You just look at him and, yeah, it doesn't go. Anyway, so John Cena goes over. He beats Finn Balor. Look, man, Finn Balor is not like Vince McMahon has a very simple way of thinking. All right. It's very simplistic. Like there's no nuance. There's no like crazy thinking. It's just simple. And I'm telling everyone right now, Vince wants the demon, right? I think Vince loves the demon, Finn Balor. He doesn't want a regular old Balor, okay? Like without the makeup and all that, without the paint. That is, he doesn't want that Balor, okay, beating his top guys. He'll let Balor beat some mid card guys and stuff like that, but no. For him, like, come on, like he's got to be the demon to beat John Cena. If he wants to beat Kane, he's got to be the demon. If he wants to beat anybody that's top of the line, it's got to be the demon. So it's as long as he's not the demon, he's not going to beat any of these top guys. It's not going to happen. And I think that they're holding off on this demon thing, right, until they're done with the whole Cena, Reigns, and all that. And then they're going to go with a demon. Okay? It's all about the demon. Like, don't let him beat, was he the demon when he beat AJ Styles? I don't even know because I didn't watch that No Mercy pay-per-view. So I don't know, but I wouldn't be shocked if he was. But if he wasn't, well, he was a SmackDown guy. Like, Vince doesn't care about SmackDown, right? Like, whatever. Like, to Vince, like, he'll job out to to him, SmackDown is mid-carders. Okay, so it's okay. But he got to be the demon. Like, I could just picture Vince like, oh, yeah. If the demon could beat Cena, there's no way regular Balor could beat Cena. Like, he sees it like a Saiyan and Super Saiyan. Like, that's how Vince sees it. He's just very basic like that. The problem is that too much of the demon doesn't make it special, right? Like the whole demon, the Finn Balor demon character is like this real deep, character and with all this meaning. But Vince doesn't care about that. He just knows that he has a cool entrance. He's all painted up, okay? And Vince he's all about these flamboyant characters. Vince is not going to push Finn Balor right now until he's the demon. And that's it. Like it's so until he puts on the demon paint, he's not going to beat anybody. I'm telling everyone, right? He'll beat mid-carders. He'll take, the top guys to the limit, but he's not going to beat them because he's preparing that whole thing. To Vince, it's we're gonna make it seem like he can't quite get over that hump. But when he becomes a demon, oh yeah, like that's how Vince sees it. That's what Vince's plan. I see it coming a mile away. I see it coming. All right. So that's my thoughts on that. All right. Let me open up the chat, see if anyone's putting in the comments for now. Because I've basically given my thoughts. There's nothing else to say. I'm so distraught. John Cena is so distraught, folks, that he's getting booed. Just now. Dude's been getting booed for years. And he's just now feeling distraught. Dan the man, LOL, I agree. He says. It's always a good thing to agree with DStyle. But let's read on Dan the man's comment here. The Royal Rumble was a very good show that WWE closed on a high note for in a very long time. Raw is so predictable, lack of creativity. The writers should be capitalizing on the moment. What are the writers doing? Dan the man, tell me, what are the writers doing? Well, what are they there for? To write crappy storylines? Is this the best they could come up with? Dan the man, from the Rumble, but they're so incompetent. The best match of Raw was Sasha versus Asuka. I like that match. Dan the man boxing, at least the good part of the show was the women's will have an Elimination Chamber match. Now, Dan the man, do women belong in the chamber? Like, this is going to sound very sexist, and I know it is, okay? But I disagree. I don't think it's a good moment. I don't think women belong in Hell in a Cell. I don't think women belong in the Elimination Chamber. The Royal Rumble, I'm okay with it, right? And let me tell you why. Because when you sell Hell in a Cell, You think of the history of Hell in a Cell. You're trying to sell it as this unforgivable structure that ends careers and all that, right? The same with the Chamber, right? The Chamber is this unforgivable. They always talk about the pounds of steel that it has and all this other shit. And they've had brutal matches and stuff like that. And without saying, like, you don't have to, the commentators at WWE, fans, themselves, us who watch it, the viewer, we don't have to say anything. But subconsciously, it devalues the cell and the chamber. And the reason is because how can you sell to me that this structure is so dangerous for grown-ass men, like 250-pound men, when apparently it's not too dangerous for a little girl like Sasha, who literally looks like a little girl, and and she weighs like 120 pounds or whatever. Like these structures they don't have the appeal anymore. Now you could argue that cage matches in general have lost, their mystique over the years. All right, they have. They were a big selling point back in the territory days. There was always a big payoff. Promoters almost made sure that there was going to be no blood in the feud until they got to the cage match. They wanted to sell the steel structure and stuff like that. But that's just my opinion. If you want to sell something that's so dangerous, it's too dangerous for women, or if it's too dangerous for even the men, but the women are in it, then it doesn't feel dangerous anymore. What do you think a little 10-year-old is thinking when they see that? That's my opinion. Prodigy, I went on my DVR and pressed skip until something I was interested in. I ended up skipping the whole 3-hour show for a reason. I wasted 5 minutes of my life. Well, there you go. Then the man, she was out there to announce that, man. LOL. I agree with you. Kurt Angle should be out there to announce that since he's GM. Prodigy, a women's elimination chamber. Are you fucking serious? Now you have to go through 5 weeks of Michael Cole and those other bums commentating. First time ever for the 20 billionth time. Yeah. All right, WWE needs a naughty schoolgirl versus French maid match. Make sure to include Tori Wilson and Lana. I wouldn't be against that at all. By the way, man, like if you look at the photos of Tori Wilson and when she just comes out, holy shit. Like, hot damn. That's all you got to say. Prodigy, fuck that women's chamber match if that's true. Bullshit. Feminist agenda annoying the shit out of entertainment. Then the man, yep, unfortunately, that's what Cole will have to say leading to the pay-per-view. Wrestling is dead, says Man in Water. Prodigy, I watched the Ray return, watched the whole Women Rumble to see what happened. The match wasn't a complete ass fuck as I thought. Pop for Tori Wilson. God damn, Kelly. God damn. Prodigy, Lita, god damn. Trish, god damn. Mandy Rose, holy fuck. He's sideways, main. Mandy Rose, is that like that one chick? Like she looks like freaking like Wonder Woman, Rob, or like Superwoman. Like she's just freaking smoking hot. Prodigy, I don't mind Cena when he's not on my screen. Any other time he can fuck off. I don't want to see him wrestle, talk, be visible, anything. Fuck him. Prince White Charming. Does anyone else miss Carmella in that one-piece swimsuit she used to wear? I'm trying to remember, bro. Man of Water. Cena turns heel, joins forces with whoever's a heel right now, creates a stable, takes over the company. If Cena were to turn heel, I mean, that would be a big deal, but he's not going to do it. Prodigy. God damn, the WrestleMania logo is trash. What happened to the numbers under the WrestleMania letters? Apparently, Vince McMahon doesn't want the numbers anymore. He doesn't want to remind people how old WrestleMania is because I guess they'll remember how old he is. And no, I'm not joking about that. Prodigy, why do people want to see Cena turn heel? The guy is trash. I wanted him The turn around, go home, and get off my TV. Well, there you go. Prodigy, these fans pop for kickouts, not the actual story or psychology of the match. Nope. They only care for kickouts. Well, that's all they give them. Right? That's all they give them. And that's the reason that happens. You know, one of the best parts, like I always tell people, the best part about a Bret Hart match, and I'm talking about his big matches, was that you never really knew when the match was going to end. And he would do near falls. They would. They always had done near falls, but it wasn't to kick out of somebody's finisher, right? It was like creative roll-ups and creative positions and stuff like that. Like the British Bulldog, if you watch that match, that was a very creative ending when the Bulldog won. But what are you going to do? Prodigy W spanned the kickouts for Cena and Reigns matches because they know these fans enjoy 100 kickouts in a match. Yeah. Cena is a bum, says Eddie Allen. Prince White Charming, Cena is the best at 5-knuckle shuffle. Cena doesn't even have the best Death Valley driver. It's not even a death. It's more like a, what is it, like a inverted body slam, really is what it is. Like it's like in our reality. Then the man, of course, Cena won't turn heel. He can't risk his merchandise revenue. Well, that's true. You can't handle the guy making money. Prodigy, plus Cena and Reigns don't have the talent or ability to actually wrestle. But you don't understand. He's the greatest of all time, man. Right? Prince White Charming, which is the dumber move, 5-knuckle shuffle or people's elbow? Well, at least the people's elbow is over. They're both ridiculous, man. Like, when The Rock started using the people's elbow as a finisher, man, was that ridiculous, right? Like, I'm a big fan of The Rock, but that's a ridiculous finisher. But they're both kind of stupid, to be honest. Eddie LM, AJ Lee is better at wrestling in jean shorts. Well, there you go. Prince White Charm, AJ Lee is probably the hottest girl, in my opinion, because she has that girl next door look. Yeah, it's just cute. Then the man boxing, Cena's not better than Jake Roberts. Jake the Snake, man. Prince White Charming, Tori Wilson and Stacey Keebler are hot, but too high standard look, as well as Keebler. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like you look at the girl next door look, it makes you think like you have a shot. You know, like Tori Wilson, yeah, I don't have a shot with her. Prodigy, Hogan was the biggest baby face in the 80s. His character went dry as fuck and he turned heel. Great shit. Cena and Reigns don't have the talent to pull off something like that or popularity. First statement. Prince White Charming, D-Style, do you think Styles Nakamura is a good main event for WrestleMania? Yes, I do. Vince doesn't, and it will not be the last match. Vince will make sure of that. I can promise you that. Eddie Allen, Ronda Rousey is mentally unstable. She was asked about her losses in MMA earlier today, and she froze like a child and relied on her publicist to bail her ass out to restart the interview. Eddie Allen, if WWE fans notice any vulnerability and feel that she doesn't belong, they'll ruin the mind fuck her. Prince White Charming, I think WWE should stop have Sasha Banks beating Rousey after they built up Ronda or Ember Moon. Well, I mean, I don't know when that will be. It'll be a couple months. Let's see. Hey, remember a time when people say women didn't belong in boxing rings, says Dan the Man. I hear you. Prince White Charming, as for Rey Mysterio, I'd like to see him at 205 Live and have him win the title. I would too. But why does 205 Live exist? Why? For what reason? You know, I don't get it. Like, I don't. You have a 3-hour fucking show. You have 3 hours of Raw. Like, you know, it's like they don't have time to put cruiserweights on there. You know, but okay. I'm all for Rey Mysterio winning the cruiserweight title. I think it would bring prestige to the division. Before Rey leaves, he can build up Neville, Kalisto, even Cedric Alexander. I agree. Then, man, these style women had cage matches for many years. It's just that it never gets quite the attention on the mainstream circuit. Now, I'm not saying they never did, but what I'm saying is it's specific to Hell in a Cell and to the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. I'm just not. I mean, I'll live. It's not the worst thing the WWE is doing, okay, compared to other crap they do, right? But I'm just saying. Rey Mysterio versus Lesnar for the belt at Mania. Well, the problem with Rey Mysterio Lesnar, I remember they did a match, I believe, on SmackDown. And it was kind of entertaining, but after like 5 minutes, they ran out of material. They didn't know what else to do. Like like I hate to say it, but Brock is just too big and Rey's too small. You know, they're not the best match for each other. They're not. Like it's ironic because you could get Kurt Angle and he could have a great match with Rey Mysterio and with Brock Lesnar. But I just remember like after like 5 minutes, they had nothing else left. Like they would have Rey run around the ring and he would hit a couple high spots on Lesnar, catch him off guard here and there, and then 5 minutes later, there was really nothing else that they could do. At that point, and then what do you do? There's nothing else to do. So I don't know if Mysterio Lesnar is a good match. Aside from the fact that people will be like, "Oh, that's not believable." Like this dude's 5'4". And Brock's 6'4". Are you kidding me? But aside from that, like I mean, from a wrestling standpoint, like as far as putting on a match, they would run out of material after 5 minutes. There'll be nothing else you can do. Ronda versus Alexis Bliss for the WrestleMania main event is a possibility. And somebody says that's trash. Well, I don't like Ronda main event in WrestleMania. I don't either. However, I'm hearing rumblings that they're going to have Rousey and a partner versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Well, that's a stupid way to start Rousey's wrestling career. What? Stephanie? What? Come on. Who's buying that? That's kind of dumb. If they can get The Rock, and it'll be The Rock and Ronda versus Triple H and Stephanie, and they already have a history with that, right? If they could do that, would it sell? Yes. Like, we could complain here all fucking day. I could complain, but it's gonna fucking sell. It would be huge. I don't think Vince would be stupid enough to put it as the last match, but you never know. All right, that would be a stupid main event, but you just never know. Ronda and Hulk Hogan. Well, I don't think we're gonna see Hogan for a while, bro. Hogan will be all for it. It'll get him over. Like, you know what I mean? And Hogan will be all for that. But I doubt it. I don't think we'll do anything with that really. But yeah, so I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're thinking. It would be cool if they did like I don't know. I don't think anybody wants to see Flair, but like if they did Flair and Charlotte versus Rousey and Hogan, I guess I don't know, but I don't know why they're going that route. And the reason is probably because they don't think she's ready. And if Triple H can wrestle against whoever he's wrestling with, they could take up 60% of the time while she's in the ring apron. It could do a big moment where they tag her in. She puts Stephanie in an armbar. It's over, and there we go. But I don't know. How about Ronda Rousey versus Sexy Star from Mexico? But they do it as shoot, like a real fight. And I want to see Sexy Star put her in an armbar and see what happens. That's what I would like to see. For those that don't know, Sexy Star is a Mexican luchadora, okay, Mexican wrestler, female wrestler that You know, they were doing a match. They were selling an armbar spot. The girl taps out. And instead of letting her go or just selling it, she really did put the armbar on her. Well, she already had her arm. And you guys can look that up. Hopefully she never gets a WWE contract or anywhere in North America, but who knows? Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Ronda. I'll be interested. Ronda Benoit. Wow. Sexy Star versus John Cena. Sexy Star versus Brock Lesnar, and Star wins. Yeah, that's totally Lucha Underground type booking. Right. All right, guys. That's what I got. Right. I'm actually going to do this right after this. I'm just going to see how it works out. I have not watched, I believe it's the 92 Rumble. Ric Flair winning that Rumble. But I'm going to just watch it from beginning to end and just see how my reaction is to it. I'm going to be live here on YouTube while I watch that. So if you guys want to listen to my take on that, I will not be showing it because I don't want to get copyrighted, but we'll see how that goes. I just feel like watching an old school Royal Rumble, and just go from there. You know, after all this silly bullshit and guys putting their foot, on pancakes and all this other crap, right? I feel like just watching an old school Royal Rumble. And it's my favorite Royal Rumble of all time. So there you go. I'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.